Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. This week's reading will go approximately the 5th to the 11th of July, and will be for the sign of Taurus. Taurus, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Turn you around a little bit so you can see yourself. I do want to ask if any of you are interested in doing classes with me through July, August, that you check out the information below the video with all the times and sessions. Do note that August has changed again, so I'm changing them around each time just to see what you guys really want, and the times are different too. All of these are delivered by Zoom. I keep the classes very small so I can, give attention to you. And we have a lot of fun doing them too, so please note those. If you are interested in a personal reading from me, all the information is below, and any donations will be gratefully accepted. All right, now remember, these readings are only general. They will not resonate with all of you, or all of the message may not resonate, but some of it may. And please remember, the readings flip-flop. Okay, so we are using the Connolly Tarot for your read. All right, what's happening? Oh, we have the Judgment card coming through. Okay, so the Judgment card is a card that talks about having another opportunity at something that you missed out on the first time. It's about rebirth, coming back from the ashes, being reborn, making a choice to sort of do something again. It is sort of coming to the end of a cycle here. So it's really about sort of bringing back your inner self, rebirthing yourself, coming into who you truly meant to be. Okay, this is all about that. The Ace of Swords talks about standing in your truth, being who you were meant to be, and people will often say, but I'm an honest person. That doesn't mean you're living in your truth. Even if you're an honest person, you may be direct in the way you speak, but perhaps you don't really live true to who you're meant to be. So the Ace of Swords talks about clarity, precision, seeing the way forward, and taking up this brand new start after some sort of rebirth. You're giving away what you don't need anymore. This is sort of saying some of your beliefs, some of your core beliefs, some of the things you thought about yourself are no longer worthy now. And so you're sort of learning to get rid of those. You're cutting them out with this Ace of Swords as well. So it's like you're sort of getting rid of things on your path that no longer serve you, but not just in terms of people and situations. This is going deep within yourself and getting rid of things that perhaps you've believed about yourself for a long time that no longer fit or no longer true with you. This is really nice. So you're sort of looking forward to the future. You're no longer looking backwards, which means that you've learned to let go of your past. You've learned to let go of the things that held you back. You're doing away with things that don't serve your greater good, and you're moving into brand new times here. Oh, we missed a card there. Okay, so for some of you, this can be about working on your past issues here, your childhood, trying to understand how to move forward with greater clarity, letting go of things that have held you back, and rebirthing yourself, bringing yourself to a time where you're really happy with who you are, you're really getting in touch with your true self. And some of us don't realize how much we've adapted ourselves in our childhood to become very different people. So we may have let go of things that in our childhood that were meant to be part of who we are. And it's like you're feeling those out and finding them again. It's giving you greater happiness, a lot more lightness, and a lot more this feeling of happiness going forward rather than being stuck. All right, so the first card we've got coming out is the Four of Cups. This is the card of being stuck, bored, not really interested in what's being offered at this point in time, but finding it difficult to move forward here. Some of you may be sort of stuck trying to find love. Others of you may be stuck because you're not getting a work situation. But you've been in this holding pattern because spirits needed to keep you there to try to heal you. So a lot of you are healing from past wounds and just sort of feeling a little bit like you're not moving forward. When I see this card, I think it is time for you to move forward, but you may still have one lesson that's coming to you here. And it could be in regards to the way you love. So let's have a good look. Okay, so we have the Temperance card. Something is not quite in balance yet. And when the Temperance card comes in, it says that you're trying to achieve a sense of balance. Sometimes whilst you're trying to achieve this, though, there sort of does seem to be a very stuck time, because the Temperance card also talks about divine timing. So it's like you're really close to where you need to be, but there is still something here that you need to learn to move you forward. All right, there's a wish coming true. Okay, I feel it's strongly to do with love here, but I feel it's very much to do with your own self-love, and I don't think you've quite achieved where you need to be. You're trying to call in new love or return love, and it's like you're not quite where you need to be, but something is definitely coming in for you here with this Nine of Cups, and there it is. Okay, so we know that this love or this offer that you've been waiting for has taken its time because you had healing to do. So we're still plodding along here with this Knight of Pentacles. It is coming, it is on its way. However, it still has a little bit of time. It's just not quite ripe yet, not quite cooked, as I say. So this is what you're trying to attain. This is who you're trying to be. So this is about you being self-sufficient in a physical 3D sense, but it's also about you coming into your own here, feeling very strong as this person, feeling ready to take on the world. So it is just around the corner. It's not far away. Okay, so now we have somebody coming in with the truth. They've noticed you've changed. They've seen that you're moving forward. They've seen that you've closed out some sort of cycle. Now, this can be a new person, it could be a return person, but this person here is coming in with some sort of truth. So they are either a family member, a friend, a lover, but somebody here who wants to perhaps disclose to you how they're feeling or open up on how they're feeling. I feel like perhaps you've sort of always thought this person was in the background. They've taken their time here, but they couldn't come in until you were ready. So it's like the universe has had them in a holding pattern as well with this Knight of Pentacles. All right, so it could be someone that did some hurt in the past. Could be someone who hurt you in some way, shape or form, who's now realizing that perhaps they did the wrong thing and wants to put it right. Okay, so there is some sort of decision to be made once balance is achieved here. Now, I'll just go back into this again. Let's just have a look at the little mini story. Okay, so we have you rebirthing. You've been working on yourself. You've been trying to bring yourself back to where you need to be. And clarity is coming in here. You've allowed the past to go. You've allowed the energy to release. And you're fully focused on the future, what you can achieve. You're waiting for your ships to come in here. Okay, so there's been a lot of internal work done. And I feel like a lot of it had to do with your childhood, maybe your upbringing. Sometimes it can just be to do with the past, you know, things that have happened in the past that you haven't quite learned to let go of. So what I feel here is somebody is definitely revisiting. Somebody is coming in to make an apology. Now, this could be a mother figure, as I said, a friend. It could be somebody that's hurt you in your life in the past that's now coming in to put that right. So there seems to be some sort of karma here that needs to be put into place. We do have this Two of Pentacles, which does talk about balance and choice. So I guess for some of you, the hurt and pain, you know, from your past may need to be forgiven, and you need to be in the position to know what forgiveness means, because sometimes I have people say, I'm not forgiving them, they've done a horrible thing to me. Well, you're not forgiving for them. You're forgiving for yourself. You're allowing the energy to go because it's going to further you. It's the forgiveness that's been holding you back. So you're learning how to look at situations from a different perspective here. This is why you're being reborn. So this decision here that you have to make that's going to bring in even more balance for you is about deciding to let something go, deciding to forgive and allowing your heart to reopen. Okay, oh, I have the Chariot here. So definitely some of you could be dealing with a mother figure, but some of you could also be dealing, and I have the Hanged Man coming through in reverse. Okay, so what we have is the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Chariot and the Hanged Man in reverse. What I see here is you holding yourself back still. So it may be difficult to forgive this person or let the pain go. So you're still a little bit stuck here. And what I need to tell you is that is what's holding you back. So if you're working on yourself at the moment, you would need to be understanding about forgiveness. And forgiveness doesn't mean that you forgive the other person for anything bad that they've done. It just means you allow that energy to release from you. And it may also be about forgiving yourself. But there is something here that is still in process. The Hanged Man sometimes means we're sort of refusing to see something for the way it is, or refusing to see something from someone else's perspective. But whatever it is, it's sort of holding you back a little bit, and it's stopping you from releasing the pain inside. And because you're not releasing that pain, you're not allowing yourself to bring in something new. And you have the card that's come out, which is called Heart of the Moment. And it's card 16, great number. Okay, so what the Oracle card says here is this oracle brings you a message. You are in transition zone in your life and relationships. It is one moment that will manifest as many opportunities when one choice will open up many pathways to fulfillment to you. And I think this is this choice here with the Two of Pentacles. You need to allow something to go here. We always have the chance to create our future with our present choices. But at this time, you're in an especially fertile karmic period. Yeah, I thought it was karmic. Having just come out of a cycle of learning and about to enter a new cycle, this is the time to be willing to take a chance or risk to be happy within yourself, no matter what is going on around you. Your life is about to take a karmic turn, and you can feel peace in that knowing. So it's going to open your heart back up by releasing this last step here, this last thing that's holding you back here. And it's something to do with forgiving someone from your past. Again, doesn't have to be romantic. It could be you just allowing that forgiveness to come in. Have a great week.